President Trump any question, if you could ask him any question, what would you ask? This is John Mike Keene. Thank you guys for watching. Check this out.
Are there aliens at Area 51?
I love her for asking that. I think that is exactly the kind of question that people would ask. You want to know about the secrets. There's an assumption that the government is holding something from you. Trump's response is interesting here.
You know, I'll tell you, it's a funny thing because I think that might be a question that I get more than any question. It is the craziest thing.
So imagine being the president, and everywhere you go, when you meet civilians, they come up to you and ask, are there aliens at Area 51? Which I think is kind of funny. You could ask about anything.
So we have that so-called area. They consider it like a sacred area.
I don't think of Area 51 as a sacred area, but apparently it's kept secretive. Is it kept secret even from the president? Area 51, is it sacred?
Mm-hmm. And I will say this. I don't think I'm a believer, but I've interviewed pilots that look, I like Tom Cruise, but better than Tom Cruise. The blonde crew cuts, the whole, and this, yes, sir. And they were in the Oval Office, 3 or 4 pilots. These are not people that make up stories. They said, all I know, sir, is there was a round object that was going 4 times faster than my F-22, which is a very fast plane.
So these are locked down men, you know, the type, button down men, very disciplined, not lunatics, not crazies, you know, space aliens. And they just described these spherical objects that go 4 times faster than their planes, and they can turn at right angles. And we don't know what they are. Now, that does not mean that there's aliens, but they are unidentified flying objects. Like, we can't put them in a box, and we don't understand their propulsion. There doesn't appear to be propellers or antennas or markings. They're just these weird spherical objects. And we've seen videos of them. I don't need to show you the videos. I'm only saying that's an interesting answer. And he says he's still not a believer, okay, in aliens. So I'm only saying they don't have crashed spacecraft and with pilots on them, okay, or Trump wouldn't say that. So I'm only using this to kind of fill in some blanks. There are not aliens that we have. It doesn't mean that they're not there, but it means we don't have them at Area 51.
And it wasn't, you know, it shouldn't have been. It was around, sir. They have seen, I mean, 4 or 5 guys I've interviewed, solid people, great pilots for the U.S. Air Force, etc. They've seen things that they cannot explain.
We have video of a number of these objects, and it just means you can't explain it. It doesn't surprise me. I would think they're Chinese craft or Russian craft that we just simply don't know how they're propulsed. It could be, I don't know, magnetism. I don't even know. I only know that explanation makes more sense than people from another planet. And I think people want to believe in people from another planet, but that does not mean that those craft, by necessity, I think it would be much rarer, much less likely that it would be an alien, much more likely it would be someone in a foreign country.
Follow-up question.
Also a maybe.
Follow-up question, Mr. President. Follow-up. If in fact there are aliens, would you be willing to put tariffs on them to help us with the economy? Yes. They're not just going to fly down in here.
Yes, if they come down, we are going to tax the hell out of the aliens. So at the very least, that is evidence alone as to why the aliens wouldn't be coming here, is because we will tax the living daylights out of them with a tariff. I'm John Mike Keene.